Oh, well, it doesn't matter where you live, just as long as you can get out in something like this, forested area, even if it's just a park. That's all this is just a San Francisco park. But deep in the park, I can smell that mossy, fresh, brand new made oxygen. That's really good for you. You should take advantage of it when it's around. No wind, early in the morning, get out, breathe that new oxygen. You'll be amazed. It's getting winter. Even though I can see my breath, it's still too hot to wear this. There is a remedy. There's a fix for almost everything. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Let's move that way and see if we can find a spot to have a little chat. Okay, I think we found a spot. We'll sit right here. We'll have a little discussion. Come on in a little closer at least. Okay, one of the videographers that I listen to quite often talks about financials and some environmental news. But he had a guest on the other day who was a complete, absolute fabricator, a faker. He was making up crap about the food supply around the world. And I said, well, I just did a food supply not too long ago. Maybe I better go and do another one. So I did. I looked up official numbers, I looked at farm numbers, I looked at exports and imports and the whole thing. This is what I found. Let's talk about what the FAO report says about the world food supply here in 2018. So the poorest countries, such as Africa, parts of the Middle East, even India, fall under this category, face growing burdens for the cost of importing their food. These countries are not able to grow enough food for themselves, so they have to import it. The food import bill has broadly tripled since 2000 to reach $1,438 billion in 2017. So this year alone, the world import bill will rise by 3% this year to $1.47 trillion. But there's a slight bit of good news. For 2018, the food market remains relatively stable. In fact, the world's sugar production will rise 11.1% in 2018. Of course, the reason this is rising is because sugar is used to make ethanol. What a colossal waste that is. It takes fossil fuel to grow the sugar cane, and then we take the sugar cane and turn it back into fuel. Does that really make any sense to you? However, the world's cereal production, that means grains, are down sharply in 2017 and 2018. The harvest is just now coming in. Lots of damage to our grass crops around the world. Let's go look at this chart of food production around the world. As you can see, it is starting to decline. That's why I tell you over and over, make sure you don't just take one person's opinion over real science. Go look it up. Make sure that what you're hearing is real. So, you know I don't like to talk about politics too much on here because it makes my stomach hurt and it makes you guys angry at me for talking about it. But politics is involved in everything, especially the environment. So, here in the U.S., the bully and the hegemon, John Bolton, threatened the ICC, the International Criminal Court, with sanctions if any prosecutions are even attempted against the U.S. or Israel. The U.S. and Israel are exempt from all rules internationally. Didn't you guys know that? So they're afraid that the ICC may go ahead and put charges on the U.S. over things like torture, going after a country for no reason at all. Iraq, they had nothing to do with 9/11, but yet we went after them and tortured them. Afghanistan, how many people have we destroyed there? over nothing, over one person. So we go after the entire country. Insanity. But the U.S. wants immunity for any wrongdoing, now and in the future. So apparently the ICC is going to start some proceedings over the U.S. and Israel's past and present practice. What's going on in Palestine and Syria, with all of our ammunition being used to kill busloads of children. Right here in the U.S., the separation of children from parents. That's clearly a Nazi move right there. Yeah, so Bolton says that the ICC is illegitimate, should be abolished. What do you think about that? Do you agree that the Orange administration here in the U.S. and all the past administrations should be exempt from any war crimes at all? What's your thoughts on that? So here in California, we have loads of smog, which is actually smoke and fog mixing together. It's the worst type of air pollution you can have. It's killed more people throughout the world than any other type of pollution. Thick smog today here in the Bay Area. Brown, ugly, hard to breathe, makes you sound like you're all clogged up, which I am. So the busyness is slightly slowing down some, so maybe I can get some more videos out. So I appreciate any thoughts you have on what's going on. And remember, get out. Enjoy the beautiful weather while you still can before winter closes in. So I definitely appreciate all your ups, your downs, and your comments, and your new subscribers. And until next time.